Hello, folks. We are back today, another lovely Monday evening for some more lovely Pokemon Harmony Road. I think everything is working tonight, and from a producer standpoint, that is the happiest I can be. So let me know if that is wrong, and I will work on fixing it. But we have some goodies in store from the production side, and I think Rayne's got some goodies in store for us from the narrative side. So without further ado, so we can jump right into this. Yeah, let's keep things brief as we tend to do. Quick introductions. Hi, you know where to find me because you're already watching me. It's right here. Other than that, I'm Jack. I will be reprising my role today as Hevard Hart, our psychic paranatural investigator, junior investigator. Let's throw it over to the rest of the cast for their own brief introduction. Siobhan.
Hi, I'm Siobhan. or Shiv. I'm Dr. Bubbles PhD on Blue Sky, Instagram, everything. And I'll be playing Kimi Greene today. And I'll bounce it over to Honey.
Hello, I'm Melissa, or Honeybee. Honeybee can read, or Honeybee Girl 122 on various places on the internet. And I'm playing Eris, the Chaos Gremlin.
All right, and quick announcement. Unfortunately, Arnica will not be able to join us for the remainder of this season. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. No hard feelings whatsoever. It's just life is lifing right now, and we all decided it'd probably be best to, let life take the W here and reassess in a little bit. That being the case, though, it's been wonderful having her on the channel and for this show. So definitely go support her. All her tags are still on the overlay, so go check them out. And go follow her on Blue Sky if you haven't already, because she could definitely use some help if you're so inclined. Figured I'd throw that out.
She's a phenomenal presence. Yeah, she's a phenomenal presence. A lot of what happened with Harmony Road would not have been made without her. She definitely influenced a lot of design decisions. We're very glad we had her on channel.
So we've cherished her here, and hopefully we'll continue to do so in later seasons and series. But with that out of the way, let me throw it over to Rayne for your own introductions and to bring us in.
Hi there, guys. I am Rayne Grimm, your fabulous Fennec friend. I run the YouTube channel Fennec Fables, and I am running this game here, all thanks to Starmetal Productions, who were very appreciative, or I was very thankful, were willing to take a risk on me. So if you can, give them a follow, like, share, subscribe, all those fun YouTube and Twitch things that you have to do to make us fight the algorithm. It is a monster that is not beat alone. On that note, we left off last session with everybody meeting Officer Nichols, who was clearly a fanboy of Kimi Greene and her family, who was then very handily Jedi mind tricked, I want to say, by Hevard Hart, who was able to be like, nah, bro, that attention is unwanted. All the while... just tune it, just a smidge. And we had our ever fun Eris, no last name. Even official records don't quite know what her deal is, and I think that's the way she wants to keep it.
So, but on that note, actually, Eris's official last name is !
Is it?
Oh, okay.
It's what I have in the overlay.
I was sitting there going, wait, even I, the GM, don't know her last name. I have not been told.
It's an overlay.
I tried asking, and unfortunately, my mind just hazed over, and I woke up 5 minutes later with her just going, don't ask again. But on that note, so we last left off with you guys basically getting a thing with Officer Nichols. You were then spoken to by, I believe it was Lieutenant Jenny. She is working her way up to Chief Jenny. She is not there yet, but she is hoping that she will be getting there pretty soon. She is on the fast track. That said, also she is very upset about her Reuben. That is not what she wanted. What would you guys like to start doing next? You now have you've been flashed some cash, you have some things to do, you have some places you want to go. Where are we starting at, guys?
So we left off just walking out of the the police station, right?
That's essentially where you left off.
Yeah.
Moments ago.
Yeah. Well, I think things are finally starting to calm down a little bit. I expect that will change, if not in the next few hours, then in the next few days. So we might want to take a little bit of a break, get some lunch, and just unwind for a little bit. Talk about what's going on. If you're so
Well,
inclined.
you guys
Yeah.
do have that cafe you enjoy right nearby as well.
We could go get breakfast sandwiches and maybe something decaffeinated. I've had a day.
Breakfast all day. Yep.
That's the best part.
As long as the cafe has breakfast sandwiches all day, I'm down.
I mean, we're the reigning champions, right? We can get breakfast all day.
I mean,
Reigning champions.
they have the breakfast stuff in the kitchen, right? We could just ask them really, really nicely for another breakfast sandwich. So we're kind of interrupted.
Yeah, we were, weren't we? Yeah.
Are you guys going back to the
Every
same
time.
cafe? I think you would walk in if you're going to the exact. Is that where you guys would like to go? I think you kind of walk back in, and it's very clearly still not quite put back together. Tables are clearly still have food there. Some people have not come back for their things, but your table still has your stuff on it. It looks like they've been cleaning up behind. They just haven't gotten there yet. It's like, oh, we hadn't actually charged you yet. Things kind of took a ride. Would you like a redo on those?
Please?
Okay.
Please?
Let's see. So it was an espresso for the girl. You wanted a tea, I think. And what was it your order again?
She is not getting an espresso.
I have it from last time here. Is it double shot espresso?
Absolutely no. Do you have chamomile? or like catnip? Or vervain?
I think we have chamomile. I can check. We want chamomile?
You got a Monster Energy back there?
No! No!
A rock star? Some bang?
I think the guy's like, I can totally take care of that for you. And then, like, when he's slightly out of Kimmy's line of sight, he looks over to you and is like, gives you a wink, and then he's like... But that's
God,
it.
if I peel this child off the ceiling, it's not my responsibility, not my circus, not my monkey. Not my circus, not my Mankey!
Not your Mankey!
Is Eris walking around with just a bucket full of M&Ms and Skittles?
Yes, they still have it from last episode. I need to find a way to make this episode titled "Not My Circus, Not My Mankey." I need to figure out how to make that work now.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Welcome.
Remind me later. That's a great
Well,
We'll give Eris espresso, and we've just derailed the whole
Yeah.
episode.
So anyways, they kind of wander off to go get your guys' food. They very clearly give Eris a wink, and I think it's just a playful wink because, like, Eris is a regular. They do live in this city. They are slightly familiar with this person here. I think Eris actually probably was the one that recommended this cafe because this guy lets her order shit she shouldn't be ordering. I did not actually name the cafe NPC, so if chat wants to name the cafe NPC something appropriate, go ahead. But yeah, so with that said, something I do want to remind you guys happened the last episode is obviously Kimi Greene very clearly got fanboyed very hard, and you guys didn't quite know Kimi Greene's whole deal just yet.
Yeah, so I think we'll sit down at our booth. I'm going to switch out my Absol for my Abra. Hey, Psycho, there's places in a bit of a state. You mind hanging out? I'll get you some good grub for it. And we're gonna just telekinetically start helping them lift chairs upright and move tables over and move old food back into the kitchen.
They pick up 2 spoons and try to pretend to be an Alakazam for a second,
Yep.
and it clearly doesn't work. Like, they try to use the lift the stuff, and they bend the spoons toward them instead of away to do the stuff. And then they just kind of look a little bit dejected, and then just kind of like let it drop, and then just start moving one plate at a time.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get you your spoon.
Chat has declared that the cafe worker's name is Kenny Kaneki.
All right. Excellent.
I don't know what the reference is to that, and I'm hoping it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Let me just do a quick googly goo on that one.
But yeah, so Psycho very happily helps and assists you. You do see them occasionally like find like a bit of cake or something that's unattended, and just kind of take a sly bite when you're not quite looking. Apparently it's from
Throw it away
Tokyo
anyway.
Ghoul. They're gonna throw it away anyways. It didn't have a bite out of it. It's okay.
God, I haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul in a hot minute. I totally forgot that name. All right. Thank you.
It's appreciated. It's nice to leave up things for the fans to do. Remember, guys, the more viewers we get, the more fun stuff we let you guys get away with. Just saying. Tell your friends. That said, I do have to ask, is Wiggles or Biggles out, and is your Chansey out? I cannot remember their name at this.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. I'm sitting on. I felt like it was Bubbles, and I wasn't sure. But we have Psycho out.
Bubbles is out. Best Boy is out, but not.
He's
Kimmy
currently
doesn't
doing.
usually- yeah.
He's doing his job, but so he's not actually like doing stuff
Yeah.
at the moment.
You know, it's a working dog.
He's doing his job right now. And
Wiggles is out, which is the Toxel, and he's just drooling over the food. Like,
why do I get the feeling that they're like currently just hanging off the edge of the table and like trying to like get a
like
tongue in the
teeth
bucket?
on the table, like, yeah.
I feel like they're trying to get their tongue in the bucket.
Oh, the bucket
Oh.
of candy. That's
The
fine.
bucket of candy.
Oh my god. And so now it's Skittles and M&M's and Toxel.
And some Toxel spit. That's fine.
That makes it just a little bit spicy. That's all I'm saying. You get the sweet and you get the toxic. So I meant to ask earlier, we already kind of know how Bubbles handled the egg.
Mhm.
Have they done anything unique to the egg other than the thing that they did earlier? Fun fact.
I was gonna say, I think Kimi is the one who did something interesting to the egg.
Oh, did she?
hmm
Did you want to tell the people that missed last episode what Kimi did with the egg?
So, when we sit down and Bubbles comes up next to Kimi, because Bubbles is always like 2 steps behind Kimi.
Yeah.
The Best Boy's right at her side, and Bubbles is 2 steps behind in case she falls over.
Yep.
And when she sits down, Bubbles comes around her side, her other side, and she just kind of pats the egg, and she makes a face. And she goes,
Do you get up close to the egg?
yeah, like she makes a face and she pats it, and then she leans in and she puts her ear against it.
The light literally gets directly up next to where your head is.
That's special. I don't know how to tell you. I just know it's not normal. It's special. It's special. I know it.
Which is her way of saying mechanically she has used her own unique special ability called This One Is Special. Do you want to tell the fans at home what a special does?
So, up to the discretion of the GM, the egg gets to have an extra special ability or something about it that is unique. Because I'm just so good at my job.
And for those that don't know, I have made this egg very special indeed. I am very excited for when that happens, which should be soon. But that said, what are you doing, Eris, while everybody's out and about doing things? Because Jack is currently just doing his best impression of Matilda when left home alone, and Kimi is currently fanboying over an egg. What is Eris doing?
Eating her breakfast sandwich.
The old one that's kind of like congealed and gotten old?
Oh, they didn't bring the new ones out yet?
Not yet, no.
Then no, she will also be eating candy from the bucket with squiggles.
Are you eating just the same ones they're licking, or is it just... Are you trying to get around the edge of the bucket? I say knowing. I say knowing exactly what your response is. Could you do me a favor and roll me... I want to say a focus check is the best thing I can come up with at this moment.
What is that? Focus. Do I have focus?
Everybody should have at least 1d6 in focus. That's the lowest you can possibly have.
Is it in skills?
It's under skills, yes.
Oh, okay, yes, focus. Oh, 3d6. I got this. 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're eating this mixture, this ungodly, unholy mixture of Skittles and peanut M&Ms, and instead of being like uncomfortable, it tastes like sour Skittles have been added into the mix, but you know that these are not sour Skittles. But you're just like, that's unique flavor, and it's not every bite. It's just like every other handful or so. It's just got like a little zest to it, and you're fine. She's fine.
Sick.
I think Kimmy is watching, like, when she finally turns away from the egg, sees this, goes, I'm just gonna go back to this.
You know those nerds ropes? I'm pretty sure Squiggle's tongue looks like a nerd rope just covered in all sorts of animals and just...
Yes.
We don't have, we do have time, but I don't have the energy to explain biohazard right now.
I know how many I can eat before I get a stomach ache.
Right around then is when Kenny Kaneki, I'm hopefully saying that correctly now, comes out doing the whole server thing. He's got the arms full of plates and a couple of cups, and he just lays them down. He's like, okay, and we have the chamomile for you under permission of your aunt. You wanted the tea iced, and I forgot what your order was, but I'll come back for it in a second. And then we've got, let's see, there was some muffins. And as they're handing out things, can I get a perception check from anybody that's bringing quite a bit of perception to this table right now? And then are you still? Oop, did you lose the die?
I lost a dice, but it's okay. I have 4 more.
That's the cat's dice now.
Let's see. So I rolled a 6, plus 1 is a 7.
It looks like they're just handing out all the stuff they're supposed to be handing out to everybody. Jack, were you still doing the cleanup when they arrived, by the way?
Probably. It depends on how big of a mess this place is.
It's a relatively, it's a medium-sized, cafe. It's like a 6-7 seater plus the outdoor, so yeah. So they're I think they clock it, but they're assuming it's just the Abra, because that's not something they would assume a person can do. So they think that you're playing with your Abra while you're doing it, but they're like, aw, there's such a sweetie, thank you. And he's like, I'll get you a piece of pie. And then, Eris, he surreptitiously, when he was handing you your plate, there was clearly a little espresso cup underneath, and you were able to see it, because he put it clearly in your view. He's like, and here's this, and he hands it in such a way that you could easily get the plate and also pick up the espresso cup underneath that he was holding with his fingers.
Excellent.
The DC was 8. I'm sorry.
Kimmy,
do you just do it quickly?
Eris is just gonna whoop, like it's a shot, throw it back.
You just throw it back, a double espresso. Oh, sweet Christ. You're just taking a double espresso to the dome. Oh my god.
No one can stop me if I drink it fast.
Remind me of that later. That's gonna come back.
Oh, that was so nearly a spit take. It nearly came out my nose. Oh no.
Sorry.
Middle schooler has just shot double espresso. I just had more flashbacks to when I used to do an after-school program.
Not your average 14-year-old. Eris, the 14-year-old, double espresso shot. Also on a sugar high. But yet they're very appreciative of you guys cleaning up the tables. They're like, you know what? I'm going to get you guys a slice of pie. So Kenny is going to go and waddle back, and they're going to get you just a big old thing of key lime pie and just hand it to the Abra who's floating. Thank you, sweetheart. And then just hand that off. I didn't get your drink order. What was your drink order, sir? The man wearing sunglasses inside.
Oh, actually, you know what? 1 cup of chamomile sounds fantastic.
I'll get that for you right away. So yeah, I don't know what to make. Something needs to happen with that espresso shot, but I, the GM, need a second because I wasn't expecting that, and that has been what I have to say every time Eris does anything.
Yeah.
You're fine. Let it kick in. Let it kick in. Let it simmer.
Oh, there's a bad guy? I'm gonna throw a baby at them.
A baby Pokemon.
Baby Pokemon is still a baby.
A baby
maybe
Pokemon that did damage to the guy. It was
maybe
well
Eris gets randomly freakily strong and yeets the Chansey. I don't know.
We'll figure that out. I'm more scared for the Chansey at that point. But anyways, yeah. This is one of those it'll come back later things. That said, while that is
tool for us to use later.
secret tool for you to happen later. While that's happening, you are going to see outside people kind of meandering about. That whole thing with the Combi only happened a couple hours ago. So people are still like coming around recovering. You see a couple people who look like they've been completely like covered in like honey and like they're not battle worn, but they're very clearly like you can tell that they've a little bit scraped up and they're like passing by, talking with somebody that looks to be wearing a red outfit and has to be what looks to be like a little lasso rope next to them. And it looks like they're holding like a little PDA as they're taking notes as they're talking with somebody outside the window. But that's just the outside. What are you guys doing inside?
Kimi is
Eating the
trying to calm down. trying to just decompress.
What? I have to ask, what is Kimi currently thinking on her day so far? She went from, I'm going to go do just a little battle tournament, figure a little bit about my life, got raptured up in some Pokemon, then a dude with a Mankey stole my ancient, dear God, old phone. It was out of my sight for several minutes. And then this.
It's Kimi Greene and the awful, terrible, no good day. It's been up and down. We've had some highs, we've had some lows. My phone survived. I mean, it would basically survive a drop from the Empire State Building.
I'm trying to remember, did you open your phone after all that went down?
I can't remember if
I think she did.
I
think they were looking at it and they tossed it to you and you checked that it was okay, but I don't think you actually saw if they did anything with it yet, did you?
Yeah, so she does pull out her phone to see if she's received any like text messages from her bestie or her parents, because I assume they stream the battle that we were supposed to be in, and she most certainly wasn't there.
The battle was streamed live. All the different things had their own channels going. You're going to notice three things. One, texts were sent to your parents and have been responded to, but the phone was on silent. And you didn't leave your phone on silent.
Kimmy immediately just like,
you're going to see that there was essentially a group text sent to the top 5 people in your phone's like contact list saying, I'm done with all of you, don't ever talk to me again. Smiley face.
I think she blue screens for 2 seconds and then just yeets the phone. just wing.
Well, that's unusual.
Is that man still in police custody? I just want to talk. I just want to talk to him for like, let's see, it's what, 4 minutes to asphyxiation?
So that was thing number 1. Thing number 2 is your phone's background was changed to be a selfie of the guy in his mask with his Mankey. And the third thing is your ringtone has been changed. So did you turn your phone back off of silent before you threw it?
No. She literally saw the text messages and I think she just threw it. And
remind me when you unsilence it, but yeah, by the way, you threw your phone and it has now put a little dent in the brick wall.
She's sitting there being like, I just walk into the woods and no one would ever see me. He's walking, nobody, no, there's Kimi Greene's gone. We don't even know where Kimi Greene is. We don't.
I'm assuming that you're a bit stressed out.
I'm in grad school. There's no other mode.
Yes, I suppose that is the case. Flip the phone back over.
I feel like it like
phone
freakishly dented like more than a Nokia should. Like she was just randomly strong in that moment.
It dented the wall. The phone is fine.
She's takes the phone back and sends a text message to the top 5 contacts, which are Mom, Dad, Willow, and 2 random doctors from Eros that just simply read, disregard previous message. I'm mankeying around.
I feel like I'm giving you guys a good idea of what these people are like with just the smallest things.
And
Do you unsilence your phone?
She puts her phone back on ringer and goes, if I miss anything else from anyone.
Your phone immediately goes off to the ringtone that was set to text messages, and it is Judas Priest's Breaking the Law. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Breaking the law, breaking the law.
How easily do you think we could get into a holding cell? Bubbles just wants to talk to him. You are the one that I need to be asking. Disregard. How? I assume you know how to get out of it. Do you know how to get into it without getting arrested?
I mean, I'm young enough, I could just get arrested to be in the holding cell with the guy. And they'll let me go, because I'm a kid. Works every time.
The stress level of Kimi interacting with the I don't want this child arrested in her brain. It's very much there are 2 wolves inside of you right now. And she's just kind of I'm just gonna put everything back to normal. I need to not get arrested. I will be tried as an adult.
We've also been deputized. We are police deputies.
Get arrested.
You have in fact been deputized. To be fair, that does not make you an officer, but you have been deputized.
I just want to talk to him.
I feel like that is a title of convenience, and let's not make ourselves too inconvenient.
We do have that title for a reason other than me arresting Eris so we can get close to this guy. We need to figure out why he's doing what he's doing other than the fact that he's a butt face. A butt head. I think his entire head is a butt.
Well, we know a little bit. We know they have frequented some of the local technology stores in town.
Okay. Yeah.
We know the Kumbi and Vespa Queens must have come from the nearby forest. I doubt whatever... I pull no, I had to hand that over. I'm sure the megaphone thing only has so much of a radius. And they seemed rather unconcerned with the rappel towers, so whether that may be a plan in motion or something for the future, we might want to check out or at least inform somebody that there might be some sort of sabotage.
I had at least made the rappel towers ping on their radar. And, okay. Yeah, we have things to do. We should do those things.
Well, let's first finish our lunch, calm down. We know we have a week or so before any major events occur. Are you feeling quite all right, Kimi? You seemed quite flustered even before whatever caused you to hurl your phone across the room.
I don't really love attention, and today has been a lot of attention.
Well, perhaps I can better assist with that in the future.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna say something, and it's not trying to be mean, but I'm going to understand it's going to come out very mean. But who are you?
Me? Who am I? Well, I am Hevard Hart, as you know. I've, as I said, I have recently sort of changed my focus into something a bit more investigative, a bit more interesting in the things that are usually only seen from the periphery of your vision. But I think that is not quite the answer you were hoping for. Yes, to be a bit more transparent, I think I will take the glasses off and slowly fold them down and put them in my suit pocket. Yes, I did sense that Officer Nichols, was a bit, overbearing with his enthusiasm towards you, so I did help mellow him out a bit.
Ow? Ow.
Well, you may or may not be aware, I think there are, relatively small percentage of us, but there are, well, individuals like me who are gifted with, mostly telepathy. But, I consider it, I suppose, being better in tuned with whatever natural elements are, as I said, just beyond the periphery.
Can you do it to Pokemon?
Oh, yes, I have quite lovely conversations with Ronnie and Psycho on a regular basis.
So, you don't... You're not gonna look at me like I have 6 heads if I tell you I also talk to Pokemon?
No.
And they talk to me?
Ah, that is the distinction. I do believe most people do talk to Pokemon. It is the reciprocal communication that is the oddity. But no, unless you actually do sprout 5 more heads, I doubt I would look at you much more different. That would be fascinating, though.
That's, Whoop. Are you muted? Oh, no,
Rayne,
can't hear you.
Rayne, you're muted, I think.
Whoops, that's my bad. I had muted it earlier because I was laughing too hard. Is when a tea slowly gets placed into the table as somebody who's like both intrigued but also doesn't want to make a scene. It's like, here's your tea, and then he's gonna walk away.
Oh, right, there's other people here. Yeah, look, I'm in school to be a doctor for people. I work much better with Pokemon. And they talk to me. And I talk to them. And I know how to take care of them really well. And I'm really good at raising them. Best Boy just showed up. He was practically feral to everyone but me. There was no Pokeball involved. I have a Pokeball for him now, but just followed me. Best Boy's really good. I have a prosthetic leg. And Best Boy's been, balancing. So I want to try to do something with that.
Living up to his name, I'm sure.
He's the best boy.
Well, it does seem you have a kinship with Pokemon in whatever way you managed to do so. It's a rare and treasured gift.
Yeah, well, my parents want me to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. I mean, I know how to be a doctor, but just because I know how to do something doesn't mean I should do it. Theoretically, if I had a library and enough time, I could know how to make a pipe bomb, but I'm not going to do it.
Is there enough time in a library, you say?
No!
Those resources might not be publicly available in the library.
Just gonna have the something cookbook, but the anarchist cookbook is just hiding in a library shelf somewhere that wasn't taken out from the 70s. This shouldn't be here. This goes to the children's section.
If we ever wind up in a library, I think Kimi is going to make herself 2 steps ahead of Eris to scan the shelves to make sure there's nothing she shouldn't get a hold of.
Poisonous plants, food and fun, or for food and fun. On that note, Eris, while the adults are going on, what is kind of going through your mind as you're learning these revelations? Of like, yeah, I'm psychic. I commune with Pokemon too. It's like, what are you thinking on that as it happens?
She just thinks it's cool. Like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I've never talked to a Pokemon like that. Like, they've never talked back. But, like, sure, whatever. Like, just vibes.
Just vibes. On that note, I need you to do me a favor. Can you roll me another focus check? The DC is going to be 14.
Let me just double check. I think it's 3d6. Oh.
Good or bad?
Not good.
Better. Perfect.
6.
6 total. Okay. So what I need you to do is describe the thought processes that your Pokemon is having, because you are currently going through what one would describe as a bad trip.
A what?
You took a double espresso, at least half a bucket of candy, and Toxel saliva to the dome within less than an hour. You're currently having what the kids would call a bad trip. If I remember correctly, there was something called salvia, which I think is roughly the equivalent of what you're having right now.
Oh, it's like a minor hallucinogenic.
A minor hallucinogenic, and what is happening is you are currently, whether it's true or not, your Pokemon is talking to you directly. What would that Pokemon be saying to you as he's currently perched on the end of your bucket?
Licking the candy.
Licking the candy. So he's doing that, and all of a sudden he just snaps up, eyes to you, and in a very, you need to tell me what you think they would say. Like, what kind of vibe of a thing would they say to you?
I think it'd be funniest if it was something like really, really profound, like the meaning of life is this, and then like goes back to immediately being like a baby with their tongue in the candy.
So yeah, your Toxel is sitting there, you're like having this, like, that's really cool, they can talk with Pokemon, it's really such a great vibe. And then all of a sudden, like, your head kind of like, there's a warble effect, like all the colors start melting and meshing together, and then your Toxel's head just snaps straight up. It's like, Eris, your friends are your power. You need to trust them more. Only then will you succeed. Oh, also, I would really love a bath after this. Thank you.
I trust my friends and I need to give Toxel a bath. This is what I say out loud, completely interrupting their
And then
her pupils are dilated to all hell.
I think your doctoring skills may be needed.
Yeah, her eyes are essentially just black from pupil expansion.
Yeah, I think Kimi, like, she's still like a medical professional, kind of wanting to be in training. So she's got a watch with a second hand. She's got her pager, and then she's got a little like pen light, and she holds it up to Eris to see if her pupils constrict at all, and they don't move. She goes, well, whatever we're going to do today, the first thing we need to do is let the child write out whatever combination is happening in her system right now, and hope her liver survives it.
I imagine this isn't the...
to me.
Sorry, what was that?
Squiggles spoke to me.
You really do need to take better care of your body.
Alright, so let me think of the combination of things that are in there. Did she actually get her hands on the whiskey earlier?
I don't
know.
believe so.
Okay, so we have at least chocolate, whatever sugars are in there, okay. And then what is the usual composition of toxylvenom?
Did you want to give me a medicine ed check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she's let's see, what's my medicine at? Alright.
Pretty sizable to my knowledge. I'm going to know the DC's around a 15. I think you got it.
Oh, 2 of those rolled off the table. 1 second.
Those don't count. Reroll.
That's a 9.
9 total?
Yep. I rolled 1s and 2s.
Damn. So I'm going to mention only because I don't think I got used. I did give Arnica a reroll that I don't think ever got used. I'm willing to bequeath that to you so that it doesn't go unused.
Because I'm actually good at this. It's the dice thing. Alright, that's better. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 3 is 14, plus 2 is 15.
There we go. I did bequeath Arnica. You guys can check it all the way back. Arnica got a reroll, and I don't think it ever got used, so best to not let it go away. Your immediate reaction is, okay, you saw them take a giant shot of what is clearly espresso, which is clearly going to accelerate their heart rate. They've been eating nothing but sugar, which is another accelerant. It also gives sugar, helps permeate the blood-brain barrier, and then they very clearly have just been eating toxel spit as well, which, while not inherently deadly, is still a toxin that, given this combination, has more than likely given them what would equate to a very quick high. Your best guess, though, is fortunately, since it's been a small amount and they are a child, they should relatively quickly drop off of it if they stop eating the candy.
She's going to grab the edge of the bucket and pull it to her. And she's going to go, "Hey, Eris, do you want to run laps?"
I could try. The colors went all melty on me, though.
Why don't we go out into the wide walkway and you run as many laps as you can until you get tired.
Eris, when you look outside the window, the way that they're indicating, the outside currently looks like Candyland to you. The road is all sorts of different colored squares that look like Jolly Ranchers and hard candy of various assortments.
And then when you are done running laps, if you run 15 or more laps, you can get your candy back. And I'll buy you a
There's
jawbreaker.
candy out there.
I will get you a jawbreaker. It's like jawbreakers, right?
It's like jawbreakers, right?
I will buy you half a pound of candy of your choice.
That's fine. I'll just eat the outside candy.
Well, you've got to run laps to eat the outside candy. That's how you catch it.
Does Eris go outside?
Yeah.
Let's run laps.
She's expecting me to run around the
she's
block.
going
I
to-
don't even get halfway around the block before I start trying to eat something.
It tastes like candy to you. The texture is wrong, but it tastes like candy.
Excellent.
I'm gonna send Best Boy to run, hoping that there's something in there that's like the prey drive, so if she sees something running, she runs after it. And so Best Boy is just gonna like...
Best Boy gives you that... Yeah. Best Boy will take the command, but he is gonna... I think you're still tethered to him with your ability. You are going to get essentially the image of like, Mama, please, no. I'll do it, but Mama, no.
just run. You just have to start running. And then she gets locked in.
Best Boy will go outside, and to you, Eris, they look like the biggest thing of cotton candy possible. Like, it's just a huge standing cotton candy ball that like rolls past you.
Excellent. And it's running away,
It's
effectively.
rolling away, yes.
Sure, I'll chase the rolling cotton candy.
There we go. While that is
God.
all going down, Hevard, what are you doing?
We might want to move this to
A different... Is this a hamburger scenario, I'm imagining?
Oh, no. We might want to move this to a less cluttered space where we might better supervise this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just...
Young child has gone into...
She's young, she's amped up, and the best thing to do is just run them at this point, you know? Kids are a lot like Pokemon. And if you just run them, they'll get tired.
Well, you know what? It is something we could check out anyway. We could use all of this energy to, we could make our way towards the nearby forest. That should give her plenty of open spaces to not concuss herself or eat somebody's foot.
That was not on my list of possibilities. Okay, let's... And she's going to, like... She doesn't have Best Boy as her, like, stability, but she's gonna walk as quickly as she can to the door and go, Eris, I bet I can beat you to the woods. The last one there's a rotten egg. And try to get you to run towards the woods while her and Hevard are gonna maybe steal another bike.
As you say that, Toxel fully just drops himself into the bucket and kind of does that thing like lizards will do where it just slightly buries itself and you can just see it slowly like dragging candy into its mouth while slightly submerged. The bucket is roughly 1/3 full still, so it is basically almost empty.
Oh. Yeah, so she's gonna try to get you to run towards the woods and just holding this Toxel, and she's like, she's going to pluck the Toxel out of the bucket, put it on her shoulder, and then dump the contents, the biohazard candy crime contents, into a garbage can, and set the bucket next to it, and then just go towards the woods.
Are we all heading off to the woods, apparently?
At least in that general direction.
Sounds good to me.
I assume there's a relatively open area before we get to...
Oh yeah, so the way the city is set up is that it is, for those that do not know, if possible, I'd love to pop up that map that we have for the thing. All the different city locations in Duola are essentially megacities built with conservation and design in mind to keep it so they take up the least amount of natural space and utilize the most that it can. There's a lot of different, depending on the region, there's going to be a lot of different either solar panels, water power, all that geothermic energy stuff, and they try to not infringe upon the natural space as best as can. Around Autia, the wood space is left relatively undisturbed as best they can. So there is like a good solid like 100, 200 feet between the city's walls and the actual forest space. The walls aren't really like walls, it's more like city limit, if I better explain. But yes, there is plenty of space for you to have her just run about and not run headlong into a...
I do not want to deal with a broken bone today. I can set it. I don't have all my stuff to keep it there.
You have your med kit.
I have my med kit. You don't have cast supplies in a field med kit. A civilian field med kit.
All you need is duct tape and a
Some
stick.
tape. Yeah.
Duct tape and a stick.
So Kimi is watching, monitoring, being like,
Eris, what does it look like as
this
you
is my-
chase down the dog? Two things. So one, Eris, what does it look like when you chase a dog? Are you just like chasing him down? Like, I'm gonna get you?
and shoot on Best Boy.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
She's not putting like her whole heart into her running.
I was more also referencing to Wong Fu of I'm gonna get you. And 2, who is focusing on Eris and who is like focusing on the environment around them, just so I know for giving out prescient details.
I think Kimmy's focused on Eris because she's a medical event waiting to happen right now.
So for Kimi, mostly, Eris looks like she is recovering rather fast. It looks like it was just basically the equivalent of the right mixture of the wrong things all at the right time. She looks like she will probably be back to normal within a few minutes. You imagine by the time she gets to the walls, she will be back to relatively normal.
You just gotta run it off.
Just gotta run it off. It's one of those times.
The crash might be
Hevard.
The crash might be more of a problem than the high.
Don't ruin the surprise. I was getting there. Hevard, you said you were also wanting to scan the city a little bit. In which way would you like to do that? That is something I remember you saying you wanted to do last session.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my telepathy just sort of scan the area. I'm not really probing anyone. I'm just kind of I'm doing the Deanna Troi thing and just trying to pick up emotional context and see if I find somebody who is unnaturally nervous or angsty.
Besides Kimmy.
Right.
Besides, do you mind giving me a focus check and a d20 roll, please?
All right. And I'm also going to have my Abra float around us and be ready to telekinesis Eris into the air so she could do the Wile E. Coyote running on air if she looks like she's going to slam into a wall or a tree or get out of our range.
They're not assisting you with your roll. They're more on Eris control.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
Air control.
Yep. So you said you want a focus check.
Yep. Focus first.
Okay.
And then the d20 is just for luck.
Yeah, focus. That is a 14 focus.
Nice.
And a 1
is that including any bonuses you get?
No.
Damn.
I think that is
a 17
all.
on the d20.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know if you had any
26.
bonuses to your focus.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't know if you get like a plus to anything from those. So that's a 14 focus and a 17 on the d20. So this was more to see, the focus was to see how well you're able to handle that many bombarding thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You did very well on handling that. And the 17 was to see if you catch anything prescient. Most of the thoughts you get are basically either people being annoyed that their day was interrupted. People that are like, okay, now we need to go and check on this. A lot of people are like, generally like just being at unease, uncomfortable, just like, geez, I thought this was supposed to happen. You get a lot of people like just talking about how they need to go talk to like whoever's in charge, like the general thing. Though you do pick up 1 or 2 thoughts of people being like, I wonder how that happened. That seemed kind of cool. And that they're kind of like trying to figure out like if that's something that people, because like the vibe, it's less of a direct thought and more of a vibe because you're doing a full like wide scan. There's no like lock in. You're getting kind of a thought process of like, if that's something that people can do, that'd be kind of cool to do myself. Like, is that a thing we can do? Like the thought of like, oh, that there's like a group that lets you do weird and cool stuff. I'd be interested. Because obviously the news of like what happened is now on the news. That was a couple hours ago. People have been kind of informed.
Yeah, and this has hit like every major city.
News site, yeah.
Yeah.
Every city did have this event happen at the exact same time. You guys are one of the only groups that actually caught the person that did it.
So it sounds like I'm picking up, growing fanboyism and copycat vibes, but it doesn't feel like anybody's actively
a
involved.
member yet. But it definitely feels like there's a group of people that's like, oh, somebody has toys that we could play with? I mean, I'd be down. That vibe of like when somebody commits a crime and everybody else is kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool though.
Right. Well, I think that is a PR and enforcement problem for city officials and not myself.
That it definitely sounds like. On that note, you guys do make it outside to the city. Around now, Eris, you do come down from your high. Things initially just like are all sorts of different fun colors melding, different kind of thing. It's now kind of fading away, and now you just have a massive headache.
Maybe that was a little bit too much all at once. Just a little. I'll just have a couple less Skittles next time. That's clearly the problem.
The Skittles are clearly the problem.
Are you feeling quite all right, Eris?
Do you
I
want
just have a little headache.
painkiller? Yeah, I bet you need water. And let's see, how old are you?
14.
14. Okay. So you can have, and she digs through, and she is gonna pull out just kind of an OTC acetaminophen, ibuprofen equivalent, and give you her emotional support water bottle, and just kind of, okay, take these, drink all of this, and just start doctoring you just a little bit. So what did we learn? What did we learn today?
Have a few less Skittles.
You know what? That's a start. I'll take it.
I think we might
Speaking
want
of
to,
which, where's my bucket?
Your Tox will eat the rest of it.
Come on, Squiggles. Oh, Squiggles needs a bath.
Oh,
Rayne.
you're muted again, Rayne.
I keep doing that because I keep laughing so hard, and I blame you guys. I am literally. I think this is gonna be we need to lock the image of me laughing like this because you guys have me doing this every fucking time. So when she says that Squiggles ate the last of the candy, it looks over to you and goes.
It was the Squiggles can atone at some point, but we don't need to punish Squiggles too hard for this.
Squiggles literally folds both their arms and pouts at you and sticks a tongue in your ear.
Squiggles told me they wanted a bath.
Squiggles most certainly wants a bath.
They are still covered in melted chocolate and Skittles right now. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this. I can talk to Pokemon. They talk back to me. Squiggles absolutely wants a bath. And a good scrubbing. And to be spritzed down with some perfume.
Are you actually channeling Squiggles right now?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
There. You have chosen wisely.
You have chosen wisely. I was going to have fun with that. But you guys are now outside the city limits. So you had seen most of the stuff that happened in the city. While you guys have kind of been chilling and talking and joking, you are currently as you're reaching out into the forest, seeing a lot more devastation. The city itself was pretty structurally sound, so a lot of damage didn't really happen there. It was mostly external, non-serious damage. Out here, you are seeing a lot of foliage damage. There are clearly bits of debris from the trees that they just got basically rushed through. It looks almost like the Combi and the Vespiquen didn't try to think soundly and fly up and over. Looks like they almost took a straight, literal beeline. I had to put the pun there. And they just dragged foliage, tree branches, all that with them. And on that note, you're also going to see a friend. There looks to be... You saw people earlier wearing a red outfit with a bit of a lasso, and it looks to be a little PDF and what looks to be a top on top of some sort of metal joystick. And there is Officer Nichols talking with somebody. From what little you can catch from this distance, they seem to be mainly talking about rehabilitation and basically setting up for recovery. And it seems very professional in nature.
All the way outside of the city.
They're outside the city. They're not fully into the woods. They're basically around the city gates, basically talking, pointing, doing that thing where you're taking notes.
Kimi steps behind Hevard so she's not visible when she sees Officer Nichols. Just
Chat has asked, you guys are in the north of the forest. So you're closer to the mountain range than the other direction. Do you say you try to hide from Officer Nichols?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how long that telepathy lasts, so I'm just gonna not even put it to the test immediately until Hevard can talk to him.
Alrighty. Does anybody else want to say hi to Officer Nichols, or is it just going to be you guys hiding?
So it doesn't look like he's trying to get our attention.
Nope. He's currently busy doing his job.
Okay. Well, we exchange numbers, so he can call us if anything comes up. Or just wave us
Yeah,
down.
he didn't take my number.
That's
Weird.
probably
He did not.
for the best.
That was probably for the best. But on that note, Officer Nichols is going to eventually, it looks like they finished the report. They give, a nice shoulder slap to them and is going to go head backing into the city. And then what is clearly for the viewers, a Pokemon Ranger is now going to be just walking around the outside of the city, taking what looks to be photos with a camera. And he's going to, sorry, I say he, I meant to say they. They are going to walk right past you. Do you guys want to say hi?
Do I recognize this as a Pokemon Ranger?
Yes, you do. Pokemon Ranger, like the police, have distinct uniforms that they all have to wear. They are wearing basically a red shirt with a slight overcap cape. They're wearing shorts. They tend to have some sort of whip or tool. And for those in the know, you will clearly recognize a Pokemon capture tool.
Okay.
What kind of camera does he have?
It looks to be a digital camera with a pretty strong lens.
Similar to the ones Eris's parents would use, taking
Very much like that, yes.
Pokographic
Very
photos.
similar. Theirs are probably more expensive and professional with all sorts of affixments. This is more like a decent digital camera with a slight zoom lens, but not he doesn't have a bag with 16 different lenses for various types of shots. Though the more distinctive thing is the capture styler, which looks very reminiscent of a top on top of a joystick tool. I say joystick tool, but more like a baton.
Hi. Are you catching the leftovers? Anything to note?
Oh, hi there. Yeah. Doing our best. Sometimes the ones that get lost in the confusion do lose their connection to the hive mind. But yeah, we will be trying to return them back to their natural habitat as best we can. Do you guys have any concerns I can help you with? My name's Officer Lee. Zim.
Hi. We were just coming out here to do some investigating ourselves. We've been
Yeah.
so. You just so if you see us rooting around, we're not with them.
With whom?
Yeah, deputies.
Oh. You're
that
the
was my fault.
deputies. Okay, cool. That explains it. That explains that. Okay. Which one of you is Hevard?
That would be me.
Okay, I can see why now.
Is anything the matter?
No, they just wouldn't stop talking about you, and I was like, now I can see why.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was meant to be. I love the sunglasses. That note, if you guys are deputized, actually, they couldn't come with me, and they said they would send somebody out for me, but it was going to be a bit. I was going to head in to do some scoping around. Do you guys mind tagging along?
I believe that was our plan, after a fact.
In that case, that'd be great for me. I'd rather get up on this as fast as possible. We got a lot to get taken care of. I'm not gonna lie, Combi aren't exactly my favorite. I would have rather have it had been something like Starly or something that would have been more my jam. I like the bird. Like bees are great, but birds are better. But we have to love all the Pokemon right equally. But if you guys want to come along, I'd really appreciate it. Is the 14-year-old with the super thick pupils okay?
She's coming down. Just
Coming down?
Mild.
I just had a double espresso.
And toxel venom.
1 second. I think I have an antidote in here. 1 second. Young child, do I have your legal permission to administer aid?
Have I not already been getting aid?
Give it to me, because it's a little less legally.
They hand you a spray of antidote.
And
that should be an all.
And yes, it's very much like a cat owner with a cat, where she just.
Literally, it's basically like the spray laws, like the throat spray thing, where it's like. That headache of yours is gone within the minute, and I think that is right where we want to take a pause so that we can have everybody do their bit of a break. As you guys have met Poke Ranger Lee, Z Zim.
All right.
I will describe them better when we get back, but I think that's a good spot for us to take a little break and have us all come back refreshed and no longer suffering a headache from this double espresso to the brain. Jesus.
Oh my god, straight to the dome.
Yeah.
As a guy that doesn't even drink coffee, I cringed. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't drink coffee either.
The only thing worse than that is
Like
just
in real
like
life.
straight adrenaline to the chest.
Right.
I was literally
Pulp Fiction.
I was literally the entire time before we go, I was like, what would happen in Pulp Fiction? Like that was exactly the vibe. I was like I need everything straight before the adrenaline shot to the heart, and that's what I was trying to do that was also appropriate for a relatively PG Pokemon game.
Yeah. It's
But
too
on
bad
that
I didn't
note,
have any
we're gonna be
psychedelic music.
honestly, we can't prepare for everything.
Yeah.
Literally every episode of this game so far has been, what is Eris going to make me have to narrate?
Yep.
On that note, though, I think we're going to be taking a 10-15 minute break. We're going to go stretch our legs, grab our water, make sure our pets aren't doing things they're not supposed to be doing. But we will be right back, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and we will be back.
Yeah, stay tuned, enjoy some tunes, check out some of our other concurrent and previous series, and we'll be back in a few minutes with more Pokemon Harmony Road. And intermission screen. That's the wrong intermission screen. No, I'm on Studio, so I can fix this. As you can see, I'm playing around with some fun new,
Before I forget, guys, can we all just have a nice clap and applaud for Jack, who has been doing so well, and like almost no gremlins. Like, applause to Jack, who's
Took
been
us 4
phenomenal.
episodes, but I think we're there. All right,
I think
now we're going on break. Catch you soon.
There we
folks.
go. Catch you soon, guys.
Hello, everyone. We are back from break for more exciting Pokemon adventures here at Starmetal Productions. Yeah, you're watching Harmony Road. If you are just tuning in now for some reason, this will be uploaded, I believe, Thursday or Friday, so you can go check that out. And if you have not seen the previous episodes, you can go back and check those as well over on our YouTube channel under the same name, Starmetal Productions. But that's all of the announcements we need for our intermission, because we have more Pokemon to play. And our resident Chaos Child is going through a bit of a semi-toxic candy crash, self-induced, completely voluntarily. And we have made a new friend with a, we were just talking about them. Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger. Yeah, so let's jump back into that. Rayne, take us off.
So we will head back to where we left off, which was you guys being introduced to Pokemon Ranger Lee, C-Zim. They have shaved side hair, a long kind of like slightly pointy like not faux hawk, basically. You know how like when they have the top of your head just kind of like left natural, but it kind of tufts up. They have 2 earrings on both sides of their ears, and they're wearing the traditional Pokemon Ranger outfit, that sporty red short jacket over what looks to be like a semi-leotard like top and shorts. They have their battle styler next to them and then some chonky boots. Currently with them is a Roselia. And they was like, well, I was heading into the forest. If you guys wouldn't mind tagging along, I would appreciate it. Officer Nichols said it was going to be like 30 minutes to an hour till they could have somebody like escort me. And honestly, I'd rather get this done now. Like, there's a lot going on. So yeah, if you can help me out, I'd be grateful.
Yes, good plan. Let me inform him so he knows it is already taken care of.
You're texting Officer Nichols?
Yeah. Just hey, we met. What was this guy's name?
The Pokemon Ranger
Yeah.
or Officer Nichols?
The Ranger.
Lee. Their name is Lee.
Yeah. Just hey, Officer Nichols, we met. Lee said he was waiting on you to get an escort team. We're gonna take care of that since we're already here.
You get back a thumbs up emoji, a smiley face, and what looks to be a sent heart emoji, and then it quickly is deleted.
Okay. Well, I am a very young old man, so I have no idea what any of this means. I'm just going to turn off my phone and put it back in my suit jacket. Everything is squared away.
Everything is squared away. Alrighty. So, Hevard, Hart, you're some sort of like PI or something. Kimi, Greene, they mentioned you for like a split second and then their eyes kind of glazed over, but I think you're a medic. And we have a small child. What do you do?
I'm just vibing. I'm here.
I mean, that works for me. We all start somewhere, right?
Whatever feels best in the moment.
Whatever feels best in the moment. And so then they're like, all right, so here's how things are going. They're just kind of walking with you guys, like almost like side by side. It's like, so we just need to go around. I'm going to be having to do some general checks where we have, and they pull up like their PDA, and it's just going to, probably said that wrong. But like, the little
that's
handheld,
right.
it's
Yeah.
like, they have a little map, and it's like, these are the general hotspots of where Combi and Vespiquen typically are. Around this area, we tend to have a lot of them. There's a lot of Shroomish. We have some Breloom around, but those guys tend to be hibernating right around now. They're getting ready for their major mating season. So we're going to be just checking in to make sure that there's no anything that's been caught fire, anything that's toppled over or may cause an injury. But yeah, if I could just have you guys just pal around with me. It's just good to have backup just in case. Have you guys ever done anything like this before? And they're just kind of walking with you through this woods and just kind of taking their time as they explore.
I was raised in these woods.
Have you now? Do you have any particular favorite areas?
Do I have any favorite areas?
It's up to you. It's your character. Do you happen to have any sort of thing that you would like to create for this area? As long as you don't start like, yeah, this is the place where I caught a Tyranitar, I'm not gonna mind.
I feel like she'd be like almost like giving a tour, like this is her home. Like, hi, welcome to my house. It's like, and this is where I skinned my knee for the first time. And then I jumped from this tree to this tree and almost broke a leg. And then I jumped from this tree to this tree, actually broke a leg.
Interesting. So what made you think that you could jump from there roughly 50 feet to there?
Pokemon do it.
Those are Pokemon, honey. Like, that's kind of what they do. Do you expect that you could also shoot beams out of your eyes?
Was it a flying Pokemon?
I was raised by mostly Pokemon. Like, my parents were around.
Like, were they though? Were they?
They took me to the hospital when I broke my leg. Like,
I would hope so.
Bare minimum, yeah.
Like, have you met their parents? I'm kind of concerned. they like lean over to talk to both Hevard and Kimi. It's like, have you met
do I have the
parents?
video of like my dad being taken away by Vespa?
Yes, you do. It's been clipped and shared on so many. It's on Kling Klang and everything.
Yeah, yeah, see this reel on Kling Klang? That's my dad.
There's the video of him getting dragged off, and then there's the video of him hanging from the top of a tower from his suspenders, still taking photos. Okay. I don't have the energy or the spoons to deal with that right now. We're gonna circle back. If I circle back, I'm gonna hope I forget this. Okay. So, anyways, and then that's kind of the process for like about an hour or two, is you just kind of go to move about and do anything. Is there anything specific you guys would like to do as they're kind of like, your guys are currently acting almost pseudo bodyguard / spotters for them? Is there anything you want to be doing while they're kind of doing the process?
Yes, Kimi, you, I do believe, are our resident Pokemon expert. If any of us could be called one.
Well, I wouldn't use that, but I guess, yeah. Could I do any sort of, I don't know, not Pokemon knowledge to?
Tell me what you'd like to do, and I'll tell you what you can roll.
Like, I just kind of want to know what would be in the area and what to be on the lookout for.
Sounds good. So give me a Poke Edu check.
Alright. Edu is...
Don't forget, you also have your own unique abilities, so if you just wanted to tag onto a Pokemon that you might see, you can also try using that.
Let me... well, I got a... 10?
10's good
Total.
enough. So you have been around woods and stuff before. You know that typically bug and grass Pokemon are going to be the predilection of that in general areas. You know that Combi, obviously around here, typically where there are Combi, you're going to find things like Mothim and such. They tend to like cohabitate in some respects. Mainly because when Combi are around, there's a sense of order, so other Pokemon kind of like gravitate around them. They know that there's going to be a bit of like safety and numbers kind of deal. You do know though that certain Pokemon like Ursaring are going to be present in the woods, and
Yeah,
it is best to be wary.
Trying to figure out what's dangerous out here.
Ursaring are going to be one of the most primary options. You're actually really glad that those guys didn't come running into the thing. You do know that typically in the forests and in most areas generally, there is going to be like one large apex Pokemon. Not always a predator, mind you, but usually one apex Pokemon that kind of sets the strength, or not the strength, the order of the area. Some places it's gonna be like harmony, relaxation, everybody's just kind of vibing, nobody really messes with one another. Other places it's battle, fight for the fittest. So the energy that maybe perhaps a Ursaring would bring would be different than that of a Tyranitar, different than that of a Dox, a Stoutland. I was trying to remember the name of the Stoutlands. But yeah, so
yeah.
But you know for a fact that like the most dangerous non-rational Pokemon, I should say, would probably be Ursaring in this area.
Gotcha.
Most of the other Pokemon would leave you alone. Ursaring is like, let's go. It's on site. Is there anything that you would like to be doing?
He's now head on a swivel for Ursaring.
Fortunately for you, you do know that Ursaring mark their territory very distinctly by clawing at trees. The issue is a lot of damage has been done to the foliage around here because of all the Vespiquen dragging themselves through the forest directly. So it's very hard to tell the difference between intentional markings and accidental destruction. There's a reason I flavored it that way.
Yeah, so I am just gonna be on the lookout for that. And Kimmy's a little nervous because, you know, I mean, she's fine. But like she can talk to Pokemon, but it doesn't always guarantee that they're friendly. So
that is correct.
Yeah, she's going to be head on a swivel.
So that, yeah, it's like, okay. I'm assuming you tell Lee your understanding of the area in general on that one as well.
Yes, I communicate this with Lee, and
Okay,
and
makes
just
sense.
kind of let me look.
Makes sense. That's kind of why I ended up grabbing the Rosalia when I kind of popped by. I wanted something that had a way of, like, you know, setting something down. I don't think we could take down an Ursaring, but if we could stun it or something, that at least gives us a chance, which is why we have our lovely buddy Rosalia here. And they just kind of like wave their little like flower hand at you.
Would the Ursaring that's in these woods be a Pokemon that Eris would have interacted with at some point during her childhood?
It's up to you. Tell me.
Because I feel like that'd be very typical where everybody's like, oh no, an Ursaring! Eris is like, I know that guy!
That's Chuck. Chuck's a cool bro. Like, just don't touch his berries, you're good. I feel like Eris might be one of those things where, like, you've been around the woods enough that they all kind of, like, communally agreed to, like, leave them alone. They tend to not bother us.
It's too much work to be food.
Too much work to be food. I feel like, and Eris, do tell me off if you feel this, that at one point you might have plonked one in the face with your thing, and it kind of had that moment of, like, huh, I gotta respect the chutzpah on that, actually. And they just kind of, like, left you, like, the respect. Like, most things run away, you just turned around and plonked it in the face with a slingshot. It's like, huh, that's a first for me.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I
It's
think
like the animal or the Pokemon here, just like, ah, yes, she's here. That's fine.
so. I think it's canonical that Eris, while not having free jurisprudence in the woods, kind of has like an understanding with the local Ursaring of like, don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. So yeah, while that's going down, Lee's gonna be like, okay, that sounds about right what I anticipated. I got the Rosalia for that purpose. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess up. I kind of got in trouble last week. I accidentally used Embor when we were supposed to be in a Firewatch, and that was on me. So yeah, I'd rather not get in trouble again. That's 2 demerits again. And so they're just gonna like, so that goes along. Could somebody roll me a d20 for luck?
I can grab that. And
You got it.
I'm also going to switch out Psycho for Ronnie.
That is a good call. Is there anybody else that is swapping Pokemon right now? That is something I need to know.
I think I'll return Squiggles, let them sleep off their sugar high, and let out Biggles, the Whismer.
Biggles. I freaking love Biggles.
I am gonna have Bubbles since I'm gonna be using Best Boy for stability.
Gotcha. So, Bubbles is your active Pokemon. Best Boy is your support. Gotcha.
And that is a 12
Alrighty.
on the d20.
That is not what you wanted. So, as you guys are progressing, you've kind of reached the midpoint of like, Lee basically said they wanted to get like to a certain area before they retreated because that's basically the range of what they were supposed to cover. You guys had been out for a couple of hours as they're doing this, and it's like, okay, we're reaching roughly the point where by the time we get back to the city wall, it's gonna be dusk. So this is where we wanted to stop for safety. And that is when you guys hear what sounds like a rather large explosion about like a minute or 2 away from you off to the left, and you start seeing smoke rising from the woods. So the good news is you rolled high enough that it didn't happen right on top of you. But the bad news is it is nearby.
Well, that is not a sound that is usually welcome in a forested area.
So yes, there is now a plume of smoke happening not too far off.
Well, you said something about a Firewatch, so we should probably go check this out.
Yes.
Do any of us have water Pokemon?
No.
No. I can try to get us one. There are rivers and streams around here.
Great. I mean, I have a Ditto that if we could just
that
get
could
close
work.
enough.
That could work. use
don't
it,
have
yeah.
to catch it or use it. We can just copy it.
You can just copy it. Alrighty. So on that note, how do you guys want to approach this scenario? Lee is like, I have to go see that. I'm gonna hope you're gonna come with me, but I'm not gonna force you to.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, like I would try to keep an eye out for water Pokemon so I can get Mendel to
Go ahead and so are you doing it on your way there, or are you diverting to look for that first?
I would do it on the way there because I don't want to leave too much time in between.
So I'm going to ask you to do me two things. One, roll me a survival or Poke-Edu check, your choice.
Right. Let's see. 2 is 4, 10 plus 2 for 12.
So you do understand like the best areas to get a Pokemon that would match that is like close to a water source, and you are like relatively close to a stream. Go ahead and 1 second. I am going to pull up a thing. So does that mean you're swapping out Bubbles as your main for Mendel instead?
Yes.
All right, 1 second as I pull up a thing. Go ahead and grab yourself a D6. I am going to be getting something fun for you, and we're going to see what you find. 1 second.
All right.
All right, what number did you get on the D6?
4.
Okay, this is very funny.
Oh yeah.
You find a Poplio.
It's my favorite starter. I love Poplio.
There is a little Poplio on a rock sunning itself, doing little bubble tricks, and you see it in time for Mendel to copy it.
Mendel's gonna copy it, and then she's going to try to channel to the Poplio.
I believe that's a
she's
focus thing
also-
for you, correct?
Let's see. My channeling for Mystic Senses. Nope, that's not it. Features. What is the one? What is my channeling? Oh my gosh, where is it?
I'm pretty sure it's focus.
I think it's focus, because I think focus is my... No, it's intuition.
Intuition? My bad.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's my highest stat. So I'm going to... That is 4d6 for me to try to channel the Poplio. That's a lot of 5s. So that's 10, 16, 17... No bonus.
17. Okay. Do you have the feature up for yourself at the moment? Just because I do not have it in front of me.
Let's see. Feature is share. Let's see. Channeler. Here we go. Channel target Pokemon intuition DC of 15. So I got it.
There you go. What are you trying to communicate with it, or get it to communicate back to you?
Yes.
Okay.
I want it to be my friend.
You want it to be your
Because
friend?
I love Poplio. Yes.
Are you trying to quickly catch a Poplio on the way to a thing? We have not actually had you guys catch a Pokemon yet. This would be kind of funny. So.
Because I could make it my friend, and then we'd have 2 Poplio to help with the fire.
Okay,
That's
so
Kimmy's argument for
one of the things I do love about
helping.
Pokemon Tabletop United is that catching a Pokemon because it's friendly to you is entirely viable. So what I'm going to tell you off the rip is that this Poplio is your friend. I just need to pull up your feature. I'm so sorry. 1 second. I don't have your sheet directly in front of me, and I need to make sure I know the details of what I can give you.
Let's see. Channeling a Pokemon is a free action at any time. I may channel a number of Pokemon up to my intuition rank, which is 4. If a channeled Pokemon goes further than 20 meters from you, they stop being channeled. And then I also have, let's see, I have shared senses. You imprint the target for a duration. You receive all sensory information. And then I have an edge, I think, that Mystic Senses. You may use Intuition instead of Charm to improve the disposition of a wild Pokemon.
So let me pull that up real quick. So what you're getting off this Popplio is, it's just here to vibe, and it's just chilling. It hadn't really, like, it's seen trainers before, but most of them tend to not come around it. I'm sorry, I'm still pulling up your thing just because I'm pulling up a bunch of stuff. I didn't expect you to try to catch it. Let me see.
I didn't expect a Popplio. I wasn't gonna catch a Pokemon, but you threw one of my literal favorite Pokemon at me.
I used the randomized generator. It just happened to luck out for you. So this is Channeler. You already did the thing. Yep. So I have to pull up a feature tray. So what you are going to know about this Popplio off rip? Do you mind telling me what you get to know off the Popplio off rip real quick while I pull up the other bit?
Let's see. Sorry. What do you need from Popplio?
What do you get from Channeler? I need to make sure. What information do you get from it? Is what I'm asking.
I get channel. I only need the DC 15 if it's hostile, which I don't
Gotcha.
believe it is.
It is not hostile. Yes, my apologies.
And yeah, it just says I make the connection then.
Cool. And then it just lets you communicate with it in general. So its disposition currently is neutral. It's just kind of chilling there. I'm going to let you know, just because it makes things easier. You can tell from your own Poke-Edu no roll needed that this is a male calm Popplio. It is chilling here and it is fine.
So I can use Intuition instead of Charm to make it friendly, because if it goes neutral up one.
So I think what it communicates to you is currently that it's like, hey bro, like, what's up here? Because it sees you running past it, and then I think you just like a do squeech, just.
Yeah, we need help. We need help, and if you come with me, I will feed you.
Okay, so you're gonna roll the thing for the skill you get to use. I believe it's focus for you, or intuition.
It is.
The DC is 12.
At exactly 12.
It goes from neutral to friendly. It's like, food, you say? What do you got?
Yeah, I'm a really good cook. I have lots of berries, and I can cook curries.
You have a jar of honey on you, by the way.
I have a jar of honey on me. Very good honey.
Girl, say what? You got honey?
Yeah, let's go.
You got honey?
What?
What? You got some honey?
Yeah, let's go.
It jumps up into your arms like, I'll take some honey.
And she's going to one arm have the Popplio and then have just the jar of honey, like with its snoot in it.
Its snoot just delves into that bowl. There are like slow bubbles going. This is not a full capture, but this will improve its disposition at the end as long as you don't mistreat it. There you go. I have to grab a Popplio mini now.
Just drive by grabbing a Popplio.
I think this might count as the first official capture of the game. Is just you drive by Popplio. I'm gonna fully be real with you. This was not pre-planned. I literally used the randomizer, and you rolled the 4 on the Popplio.
I have like 3 Popplio plushies. It's like my favorite starter that exists.
This is more aimed toward the audience. I fully intended for most of the Pokemon to be like random, but a few specifics to be intentional. That was the random one.
I couldn't be more pleased. Happy new moon to me. My luck is improving.
To answer the question in chat, this has not been fully captured. It is currently just with them. If she does want to officially capture it, she will have to use a ball. For the exact same reason that when she got Best Boy, even though it joined her, she did not have it as her Pokemon until she balled it. Even if you have a Pokemon that's chilling with you, you have to ball it just so that there's a safety record. That's part of the lore in this game. But yes, you currently have a Popplio. We have now drive-by Popplioed. Mark off that you used up the honey, but I'm going to let you know that the honey moves it from friendly to very friendly.
Excellent.
It is vibing with you. Like, this is almost a guaranteed catch. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to try to ball it before we get there, you're just going to have to give it a convincing, like, statement.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I might want you to do that so that we're not trying to do this in the thing, because you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to ball it?
Yeah, I think so. I think she when she sees that the honey has been completely sent, she's going to be like, so do you want to like stay?
Am I gonna get honey? Am I gonna get honey?
Honey, berries, curries, salads, desserts, anything you want, I'll make
You
it.
got desserts?
Yeah.
You got
I'm an
desserts?
excellent maker.
Girl, give me the
Yeah,
ball.
well-
Like, I think it like lifts its head slightly, grabs your other hand, and just like donks its own forehead with a ball. Douche douche.
I genuinely
douche.
don't think Kimi has ever battled for a Pokemon. She just convinces them.
Douche
She
douche.
takes the Luffy
The Luffy approach.
approach.
Mark down on your sheet that you have a level 18 male Poplio. We will deal with the details later. Kimi Greene got a Pokemon with honey and a polite question.
and the offer of baked goods works every time.
To be fair, baked goods is a pretty good option.
Right.
I have been convinced to go on a date for less. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, on the off chance of somebody going, let me get a water Pokemon because we're gonna need it, you lucked out into a thing. Also write down that its nature is calm. The rest of the stats stuff you're allowed to change, but its nature and its gender are locked when you catch a Pokemon.
Oops. Wrong symbol.
There we go. So yeah. So I think Lee's just like, oh wow. Like, did you just like walk up to it and like wave a jar of honey and that worked? Is there like running along with you?
Yeah. Just you know, you catch more Poplio with honey than you do vinegar.
Like it straight up just grabbed the ball too. Like you might be a great Pokemon Ranger. You can catch them. Oh my God, what's that?
So, actually, I imagine this didn't take too much time. It seemed pretty concise.
It was rather quick, yeah.
I'm gonna have Ronnie stealth ahead and keep a mind link with her to see if I can get a little forewarning about what's going on.
Oh, that's perfect. Actually, let's do that. So we'll take a freeze frame there as we have poor Lee go, what the hell is that? And then we're gonna to go back to you having sent Ronnie off, because I think Kimi's statement was like, let's see if we can get a water Pokemon. Mendel can copy it. Like, that's a smart plan. You guys doing that, and like in the interim 2-3 minutes that happened. First off, give me a stealth check from Ronnie. I believe they also have an ability that makes it easier for them to stealth. I don't have their sheet in front of me. 1 second as I pull it up. Fun fact, I had to pull up a lot of sheets to keep track of all the fun things. Do. I have 2 Hevard sheets, which is interesting. Ronnie. They have the stealth capability, which helps their stealth. That's what I was trying to remember.
Right.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a stealth roll, and I will pull that up for you in a moment while that happens.
There we go. All right. Producing and playing at the same time. I heard all the words you said. I'm just not sure they really.
Let me say that again. So
stealth
your
check.
Pokemon has an ability called Stealth, which I'm pulling up the advantage of that now. But go ahead and give me a stealth roll while you're at it.
Yeah. All right. Ronnie is quite good at being sneaky. So that is 5d6 plus 2
That is really good.
for a 22 stealth check.
Hold baby.
Plus stealth. While shifting, unless they purposely want to, stealth Pokemon do not make any noise. Unless a Pokemon with stealth has used a ranged move during the current round or previous rounds, the ranged move may not trigger them if the line of sight drawn goes through rough terrain, or if the Pokemon is on... I don't think any of this matters.
Okay, so basically, it's, as long as your Pokemon's stealth, they have a better chance of not getting caught when
Yeah.
attacking, essentially, correct?
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure because I knew that thing. Yeah, 22 beats everything right now. behind the GM screen, the highest path, like there's not really a passive thing. 22 is really good. They're not going to notice you until you do something right now.
She also does have tracker, and
so that'll let her capture sense.
Yeah.
So I will say in this instance, you are currently connected with them, correct?
Yep.
Ronnie is going to smell something similar. It is not the similarity scent of a person, but the similarity scent of material. They smell the exact same suit material that they smelled earlier this day.
What kind of material?
The suit material.
Suit.
From the Team Gear grunt.
Gotcha.
The material smells very much the same as them.
Very,
and they're also
thanks.
smelling the smell of soot.
Yep. All right.
It takes them about a minute. They are running ahead of you. They have a very high overland speed. They get there relatively fast. What they see is... One second. I'm going to make sure I pull... I'm going to remove this Rosalia because that wasn't meant to be there. Is it possible to put the Roll20 map on the screen for the folks?
Yes. Just make sure we are on the appropriate Roll20 page because I'm seeing our...
should be. Unless I did... Oh, I need to invite you to the proper page.
Yeah,
Apologies,
you need to move
second.
us all over. We're still on the Session 0 map.
My bad. There you go. You should be on the right page now.
Okay, we'll see when this updates, but I have something for this. I don't think I accidentally triggered it yet. Unfortunately, I don't have the music, so we'll have to do it ourselves. But if we're jumping into battle... Why didn't that... no, here it is. Here it is. Why didn't that transition?
As they say...
Hold up. No, it's a studio mode problem. I'm going to fix this because I worked really hard on it. Bump, 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 bump. All right, we're in.
We're in! You might have to zoom out.
All right, we have a humongous Venusaur.
Which actually is not entirely incorrect. What they see when they arrive is what looks to be a monstrously big Venusaur. Its skin wrinkled and aged, and it looks to be entwined with the actual structure of a tree. Venusaur typically have that big flower growth on their back, but this one looks like it is currently actually like leeching its own vines into a tree structure, which in it of itself looks rather aged and worn. And next to it, we don't have the mini for them at the moment, but we do have a Team Gear Grunt, because I did not have the Team Gear Grunt mini on me at the second when I was preparing this. But there's a Team Gear Grunt standing relatively like 20-ish feet away, as 3 fire Pokemon all just are blitzing this tree and this Venusaur with embers and little fire attacks. And it looks like they're aiming specifically at the connection between the Venusaur and the tree itself, not the Pokemon. And that is what Ronnie sees.
Okay, Poplio. You got that, Poplio? Good. We gotta move. There is danger ahead.
What are you talking about danger ahead? And then like that whole conversation that they had with Kimi still happens, and then what do you say to Lee as you guys are finishing up your little quick jaunt over that way?
We got some little fire types that seem to be having a bad day and taking it out on quite an old Venusaur that looks to be quite well ingrained in our local environs here. We should probably help it out.
Did you say a Venusaur?
Yeah, looks that way.
Poplio, who, oh my god, my Poplio is named Bubbles. I have to figure out what I'm naming Poplio.
You can always call it Honey.
Oh my god. It could be Honey, but that might get confusing with one of our players. I think Poplio is going to be called Crush, because he's kind of a surfer dude.
Alright.
Here I figured you're going to call him Sweetheart or something.
No, we're naming on personality.
We're naming on personality? It's like, bro, you got sweets.
Yep. So she's going to actually... ball Bubble
Crush.
or ball Mendel and throw out Crush first.
Mendel kind of raises its arms like, I tried, and then
she's gonna go, you're great, this is fantastic, I have other uses for you, you're perfect. And then ball, and then bloop.
As you fall, it's like, it's not the first time I've heard that, sweetheart, and then he gets bald. Still PG, still PG. We know, the kids don't know.
That's what she does. She goes, yes, and then like puts it back on her belt. It's like, all right, Crush.
Crush comes out and is like still licking the honey off their face. It's like, I don't move well on land. You know that, right?
Scoops Crush up and just runs towards the fire.
It's like undulating, trying to keep up with you guys. It's just like
great. I'm gonna have to, we threw a toddler Pokemon, and now we're gonna throw a seal. Yes.
For those at home, Poplio has an overland speed of 3. It does not move very well on land. On that note, when you guys do arrive, as you can see on the thing, there is a Litleo, a Ponyta, and a Raboot with the trainer who is going to hear you guys coming. They do not see Ronnie, by the way. So if you want to do anything with Ronnie, now is the time.
Oh, you said there's a trainer there as well?
There is a trainer, I just don't have the mini for him unless you have it. He is currently about 20 feet away, directly in front of the Venusaur.
Gotcha.
So each of those squares is 5 feet.
Yeah. So, I imagine they're not just gonna stop and wait for us to show up. So I think Ronnie has to take a little bit.
I'm gonna say that timey-wimey business stuff, I'm not gonna make it like a thing where like we're gonna have to wait several rounds for you guys to show up. This is more like if you want to do something before you guys show up, I'll let you have it. But I'm not gonna like separate the party. That gets shenanigan-y fast.
Right.
But if you would like Ronnie to do something before you guys show up, you're more than welcome to do so. You are connected in the interim time period of you guys running. The guy's like, listen, buddy, we just need you to move. If you're not gonna do it, I'll make you do it. And they just start telling the other guys to start firing off stuff at you. Each of the Pokemon appear to be wearing what looks to be like a bracer around them. Very harness-like. Each time they go to attack with a fire move, the harness itself seems to glow a bit, and their attack seems to get a bit bigger than you would anticipate it being for, like... It looks like the move Ember, but that's bigger than Ember should be.
Okay. Well, I know Venusaurs are probably pretty chonky, but it is quite old and immobile, so that probably doesn't help its combat ability. So I think Ronnie is actually going to stalk around the edge of this clearing here and just actually quickly jump out and try to get between the Venusaur and the other Pokemon and use Taunt on the Gear Grunt.
Please do. Now let me go check what Taunt does again. The target becomes enraged. Oh, that is actually a very good option right now. Because that'll prevent him from using anything except attacks.
Yep.
I believe that is an AC 3 move. So go and roll me a d20.
That's an 11. That should do.
11. So his evasion is 2. He can only use his speed evasion. So 3 plus 2 is 5. That definitely hits. What the heck is that? First frickin' Litwick gets done, and now that thing? Guys, take it out! And then all 3 of the other Pokemon just kind of like all turn their face directly toward your Absol. We are going to have to take initiative here. I'm wondering if maybe we should make this a thing where we start off next session, or do you guys want to do initiative and then we start fresh next session? Because this is going to be interesting.
I say we can roll initiative.
Initiative doesn't get rolled in this. We use your speed.
That's right. Or yeah. I think for me, it'd be really fun to do next time.
Because if we do it next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it before we start playing. That way we can just jump straight into the thing. Is that what you guys like to do?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
All right.
And that
so
means I'll
in
have
that case,
Poplio's character sheet as well.
Yep.
that is correct. So what I'm going to do is, just because of the first thing, we are going to have the 3 guys that are there take their pot shots at your Absol. 1 second. So I'm going to roll. What is your Absol's evasion? Now you can either choose to use your special evasion or your speed evasion. Your choice. Is that higher than your special evasion?
3.
In that case, we'll be using your speed evasion.
It is.
The AC of the move I'm using is 2, so that means I need to roll a 5 or higher. Natural fucking 20.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. Natural 20 on the die.
No, this is how they pick me, and I love it.
And then I rolled a 1, so we're going back and forth here. And I rolled a 3 on the die, which means the move. So I got a natural 20 and 2 misses.
All right, I'll take it.
So I feel the way the narrative happens, like one big one happens, and it's gonna take the hit, and then it's gonna be like, oh, that's what's happening, and it just jumps up, and the other two just go underneath it because they're on opposite sides. I will roll the damage here. 1 second. Show more. Alrighty. The only downside is you do realize that as it goes to attack you, this is definitely... the attacks are definitely hitting harder than they should be hitting.
It's not gonna be
So... 4, 5, 6... plus... 28 special fire damage. Now remember, you subtract your defense first, and then if you have any sort of resistances or multipliers, that happens next.
Okay, so I subtract my full special defense.
That is correct.
Okay, and you said 26.
6. So if you have 10 like I see in your sheet,
Yep.
you take 16 damage because you don't have any modifiers to it.
There you go. Okay.
And that does not give you an injury. So yeah, they take a solid Ember hit. Make sure that you put your Absol there in the middle for us next session so I don't forget it. But I think that's where we're going to leave that here, just because I don't want us to get started into a fight where we get going too fast. But this is also a good opportunity for us to leave on a fight for next session.
I'm gonna if you'll allow me to take the
Please
directorial reins here. I'm gonna fade us out as soon as that big ember blast happens. Smoke clears. I'm gonna step out of the clearing, put my glasses back on. That, my friend, is your plane going up in smoke. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. Wait 1 second. I think I have a fire effect I can also do here. 1 second. 1 second.
Oh my god.
There you go.
I
Yeah, so we can
appreciate
get the Roll20 all set up for next week, so we can have all our tokens on. We can move them around. I think I got battle music playing in the background. That shouldn't be too terribly loud.
This is also going to be our first big fight using an actual battle map, so
Yep.
that's going to be sick. We also have somebody that caught a Pokemon. Like, everything else has been kind of like a gift Pokemon. You guys are straight up like, hey, you want to join us? You got food? Bro, I got food. I'm in.
Yeah.
This is how Luffy topples governments, okay?
I
Someone
love...
offers him food.
I'm just saying, this is one of those things where one of the reasons I love PTU, and funnily enough, a lot of people that talk about PTU and like the Discords and stuff, they hate like battle captures. I think battle captures are cool, but I also love the fact that you can just straight up, it's like, hey, you want to join us? And it's like, sure. Pokemon want to get stronger. You walk by and you're nice to them, they're like, I'll join you. Alright.
The option
For both is indeed nice. I feel a little bad that we're cutting guys off early, but I think we're leaving off on a really cool moment that we're gonna start doing next session. Are you checking to see if your cat has done something, Kimi?
Yes. Yes. Apologies. Just my old lady just hacking up a one behind me.
No worries, I was just noting. So I don't want us to have to dip just yet because I know we have a little bit of time here and I don't want the fans to be sad. So on that note, though, I do want to ask you guys, what do you think is going on? Because we haven't had a chance for you guys to speculate yet. And I think that'd be fun for the fans to hear you guys talk about.
Move us back to our main page there. All right. I'm going to leave it to these two because I might have a little bit of extra wiggle room.
I was about to say, I think there's some sort of... I can't figure out what the end goal is, but I definitely think it's something to do with kind of Pokemon control, chaos, something or other, and everyone's into revenge. So I think maybe this Venusaur attached to the tree is something that keeps harmony in the forest. So they're in there for the chaos.
It's possible. What do you think, honey?
The tree looks magical. The tree looks magical to some degree. So I'm thinking like it seems like they're trying to get through the Venusaur to get to the tree. So there's something about that tree that they're trying to get.
What about you, Hev? What do you think?
Yeah, I do wonder how this all connects, because it looks like the big guy's been there for a while. Yeah, I kind of like the combination of ideas there. There's clearly something inside that they want, and I think it might have something to do with some sort of maybe like central location or central like vibe epicenter for the forest here. Maybe it would make a good place to bolster whatever signals they use.
I think those are all some great ideas. For the fans at home, for those guys that are watching live on stream, or if you're watching in the future, do make sure you put down what you're thinking might happen down below. If you're also interested in theory crafting, make sure you join us on my YouTube channel Discord, Fennec Fables. We have an entire chat group dedicated to theory crafting and like pontificating ideas. I think since we have a little bit, actually, I don't want us to sit here and just vibe and all that for too long. I'd rather go out on a high note. Do you think it's worthwhile for all of us to just kind of do our here's what we are things and then heading out for the night?
Yeah, unless there's any like after show questions you want to ask us.
Honestly, I do have one or two. So obviously, I have to start with Kimi, just because you have done the official first Harmony Road Pokemon capture. How does it feel?
It feels good, especially since it's my favorite starter in all Pokemon games.
I'm still amazed. Oh, I just realized something. I didn't check to see if it was shiny or not.
Rush! Let's see.
So it does tell you if it's shiny on the sheet, so let me take a look. Unfortunately, it is not a shiny Pokemon. I am sorry.
It's fine. Poplio's special enough.
Poplio is special enough. I had to check because that's happened to me before. In my home game, we have legitimately caught full odd shiny Suicune.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
I legitimately full odd shiny Suicune. I cried. Suicune is one of my favorite non-legendary Pokemon. It's Suicune mythical? I'm trying to remember.
It's definitely mythical. Yeah.
I think mythical.
Mythical,
yeah.
but I don't think legendary. Yeah.
Because I know for me, my favorite legendary is Giratina. And actually, that's a good question. I know we've talked about Pokemon here before. What is your favorite legendary Pokemon? We gotta ask that to the crowd. I'm gonna start with Honeybee on that one.
Like true legendary or does it mythical?
True legendary, like box legendary.
Either Kyogre or Xerneas.
I had a feeling on Xerneas that Kyogre is a surprise.
Yeah.
Like Xerneas felt the vibe.
Kyogre's really cool, and having played like Pokemon games and Pokemon TTRPGs, I have a new love for Kyogre.
I think I already remember Jack's, but Jack, do you want to tell us yours?
I mean, you know I'm old school. I loved my Sinister Mewtwo. The original, what was that? Pokemon 2000?
The movie, yes.
Movie. I love that movie. I've not watched it in a long time, so this is definitely like childhood. You know, looking at it through a childhood lens, heavily modified with nostalgia bonuses. But
we might have to do a movie watching thing.
In that movie, Mewtwo was sinister.
I think we might I know we were discussing doing an after season show for all of us. Making it a live movie watch party and us doing questions would probably be fun.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, definitely between Mewtwo or actually Suicune. I love Mewtwo.
Pokemon New Movie 2000 was Lugia. That's why I'm like,
it was
no, that's not right.
The first Pokemon movie.
The OG Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
The OG
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I'm sitting there
It's
going,
funny
what's
you
the name
say
of the
that. Because
It's literally called the first movie.
Yep.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I went to go see it in theaters when it first came out, and I have that special holographic, like ancient tableau.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
But this
that
is my favorite legendary. I don't know if they're technically a legendary, but I have always been a Mew fan.
I think they're mythical. The way Pokemon does their stuff is very hard. Is Mew a mythical?
If I have to choose by design, I never remember his name, but the Sword Wolf from Sword and Shield, just because it just looks like a
Zamazenta?
dog having
I think
the best
Zacian
time holding
is the
it.
sword puppy.
Zamazenta's the shield puppy.
Zamazenta's the shield puppy.
Gotcha.
Yes. Sword Puppy, I've seen videos of a border collie that likes to play with a sword toy, and I just think of what if that's how that Pokemon attacks things, is just this border collie being like
I'm going to mention, just in case anybody is watching this, I have always wanted that Giratina art card, the one that has like it being really cool, but I can never find one because Pokemon the card game is impossible. That said, I do have...
Nice.
I had to get that one. But so that was a question for Kimi. That was kind of an overall group question. So I have a question for Hevard. Hevard, what do you think is in that egg? It's clearly destined for you. What is in that egg, bro?
Oh, yeah. Well, it does seem to be fairly close to hatching. It's wiggling around a lot. I increased
It's
the
getting
egg
close.
wiggle, cinematic I have on the overlay. Might need to speed that up even more for next game.
I have a feeling
yeah,
that it might hatch next game, is what I'm saying.
we call that light shining through the eggshell. Yeah, so some kind of light-based electricity fairy maybe. Some
You think it's a fairy?
I mean that would be
Celebi.
interesting. Yeah. Talking about legendaries, yeah.
All hail the Onion Man Pokemon.
Yeah.
Alright.
Look,
So-
I play TCG Pocket, and Celebi is busted, especially if you pair it up with a Serperior, okay? That's
TCG
like my
Pocket is
favorite
different
one.
than this. I'm gonna make sure I'm very clear.
But
I think I've
what
mentioned to folks
Pokemon
before.
really lights up. I know Ampharos has that light up tail. Does a Mareep have a light up tail? I don't remember.
I don't think it
It's
does.
kind of fluffy. Yeah.
I mean, it has the thing at the end of the tail. I don't know if it lights up or not.
Yeah.
It might.
It still has the ball. Yeah.
And it could be like a
what's the-
Magnemite eye or something. I'm trying to think of things that would have like a real focused light. And I'm only pulling from like 3 generations, so who knows what
Honestly,
it is.
I just realized Mareep does in fact have a ball tail, and I've never noticed every time I thought about it. That's on me. I completely forgot that it had it the entire evolution line.
We just need to have, yes, me, my, psychic, friend, and his $400 or $400 Mareep plush, just of the party laying in a campsite.
Yep.
Eris, get on that. That's the new meme. I think the last question I'm gonna have us pop off on before we start saying our good goodbyes and all that, Eris, or we have to ask, what is your last name?
I didn't come up with one.
Alright,
I'm so bad at coming up with character last names, like, for real.
I mean,
I just make my characters based on vibes.
to be fair, that one was more of a joke question. Just
Here's your
Does
point.
Brock
We already said
or-
this. We established this.
yeah, her last name is exclamation point. But I mean, everyone knows Ash Ketchum. Does Brock or Misty have a surname we know of?
I believe they do. One second.
Huh.
Brock's last name is Harrison. At least in the English. There's somebody that's actually done a thing. So it's Ash and Delilah Ketchum, Samuel and Gary Oak, Brock Harrison, Misty Williams.
I did know Misty Williams. That is tricked my memory. Tricked my memory.
All right.
I remember Misty Williams.
Tracy, the guy that ends up being like the researcher that always does sketches, his name is literally Tracy Sketchet. Okay, I love that.
What is this,
but no.
Only?
Apparently, but in all seriousness, so that was the joke question. I had to do it to see what would happen, because so far, every time I ask or do something around Eris, I know something wild is going to happen, and I love it. I'm living for it. I have to ask, though, on a more serious note, what is going to happen if Eris sees that somebody tried to light a Pokemon on fire? What do you predict Eris is going to do next session? What is your prediction? Do you even know what you're going to do?
I think she has like a soft spot for the forest that she was like basically raised wild and free in. So like she will protect it, even though she's like chaotic.
Like, I'm
She
chaotic,
does
but I
have,
have a
like-
limit. There's a line.
There's some good. She's not truly chaotic neutral. She's like a little chaotic, like means well.
Chaotic means.
Chaotic
well.
mean.
Chaotic
God, that
means well.
describes so many of my characters.
I honestly respect that.
Now, is
Okay.
it chaotic means well, or is it chaotic mean well?
Well,
No,
Depends on the day.
Like, just if it was like a spectrum, or like tiptoeing into chaotic good.
this does mean that I do need to find opportunities for you guys to catch Pokemon, because apparently Kimi's just grabbing all the Pokemon now.
Now,
I
my
think I have the most out of anyone now. 'Cause
yeah, I gotta give you another Pokeball, actually, on our overlay.
But so on that note, before we do our here's where we are, please follow us desperately, help us fight the algorithm stuffs. I just want to have us all do one final clap and snap for Jack, who has been fighting gremlins and making things work. This show would not go on without him. Make sure you guys give all the love to Jack. Please follow them on Twitch. Please follow them on YouTube. They do other shows. Give them some love. Without them running this, I would not be running this show. Snaps for Jack. On that note, I think we're going to start with Siobhan and let them do their little please follow me's things, and then we'll do the little roundabouts on the way out.
Hi, I'm Siobhan, or Shiv. I can be found just about anywhere that has a screen name. It's Dr. Bubbles PhD. Whether or not I add you back is a totally different story. I'm joking. But my public-facing stuff is my Instagram and my Blue Sky. You can find me there. And I have a few things in the works that I might be able to plug before the end of the season. But
Like
nothing
that.
official right now.
Nothing official now.
Kickstarter. Anyways,
Kickstarter.
follow me. I post things like my wife's reaction to Twilight movies and whatever crosses my feed that sparks joy.
Have they gotten to the birth scene yet, or no?
Yes, we just finished Breaking Dawn Part 1. That was the last one we did. It was great. I don't know what tone they were trying to go for with that movie, and because that was also the first time I watched Breaking Dawn Part 1. I've read the books, but I didn't watch the final two movies. So you get both of our reactions. So if you want to see two gay people react to Breaking Dawn Part 2, follow me on Blue Sky.
Next up is Eris, or better yet, Honeybee. What you got?
I have a link tree. Honeybee can read, or link tree, whatever, however that works. I'm also part of Dunsparce and Drampa, a Pokemon. It's like loosely based on 5e D&D podcast. It's anywhere you do podcasts, and it's good vibes. We just started campaign 2, which, funnily enough, is called Dunsparce and Drampa Harmony. And I'm here in Harmony Road. It's harmonious everywhere for me.
Harmonious. I swear she didn't pick that name when we picked ours, I swear.
No, yeah, we planned ours like months before I even knew this was happening. So,
Alrighty. It's time for you to go, Jack, my good friend.
Yeah, alright, let's see. Well, you already found me. I'm here. This is what I do. This is I don't want to call it my channel. It is the channel I am most focused on, and helped co-found with 3 other amazing content creators. They obviously are not on this show, but you can see them in some of our other shows. Undead Cowboys versus Werewolves, which was one of the most fun times I've had as a player in a while. That was a real fun show. My character, we crack ourselves up sometimes. We both had really fun characters. So go check that out if you want a sort of comedic spooky western. Comedic spooky western, I think, is a good way to pitch that. So you can go check that out. We also have At Its Core, our Substratum Protocol series by Pandium Games. It's been on a bit of a hiatus, but we will be picking that up after Thanksgiving. So first Thursday of December, that is December 4th, we are going to do our last little conclusion episodes, 2, maybe 3 episodes to round out that series. And then we'll be having a big discussion about what comes next. Possibly more Pokemon, possibly some Daggerheart, I believe it's called, the Critical Role game.
I think it's not taking text anymore.
Is it?
Oh, there it is. Nope, it's back. It's back.
Awesome. Yeah, we are 4 content creators, all pooled into one, so we have mountains of games we'd like to play and notebooks full of stories that we'd like to tell. And even more than that, we are always on the lookout for new friends, new cast members, new guest GMs. So if you or anyone you know wants to get in on some TTRPG entertainment streaming, you can come pop in, say hello on the socials or on the YouTube channel. We will be getting a public Discord at some time, but we want to make sure we're a big enough channel. We can handle moderation, all that kind of stuff, behind the scenes kind of stuff. But so I don't ramble on for the rest of the night. Thank you for joining us. I had a lot of fun with Hevard tonight. I've been having a lot of fun here. And I hope you enjoyed all of the tech stuff in the background and the producer stuff, because I have some cool transitions and scenes there that I hope are helping to better display who's in a scene and how everyone's doing.
I've been loving the do. That's just so cool the way you did that.
Oh, the battle transition.
The battle thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's so sick.
Gotta find some music for that. Maybe you can make some more for a randomizer. I like to make every new show just a smidge more technical than I know how to do. Because that's a good way to grow, right?
Yeah.
Yelling live on stream over and over again until you get it right.
It's how they know it's not AI generated.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. AI could not be as much of a goof as an actual streamer.
I'm jealous. We keep having so many cute cats show up on camera now, and I want to pet them both.
Yeah. All right, Rayne, it's your turn.
It's my turn. So yeah, as Jack said earlier, if you guys are interested in DMing, being a cast member, all those fun things, do be sure to reach out. We are always looking for fun folks, prioritizing people that are in the BIPOC community, all that. We just want to make sure that we have people get the chance to really tell their stories, enjoy being around and vibing. Obviously, this show is very inclusive. I'm so glad you guys met Lee. I was hoping you guys weren't going to brush them off. But that said, my name is Rayne, Grimm, he, him. I operate the YouTube channel Fennec Fables. I talk about TTRPGs, I play game streams, I do all that fun stuff. For those watching right now, I will be releasing my first video in a long while doing PokeParanatural with Big B tomorrow. If you are watching this in the future, which is probably what's going to be happening, do check out my channel. That just went live. I'm also going to mention that my birthday is this Sunday, so if you could follow me on YouTube, that'd be really nice. It'd really help me out. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers, and it's just not been working out. But please do follow me there. I also have a Blue Sky, obviously, because I do not want to touch Twitter while that man owns it. I talk about TTRPGs, I post TTRPG prompts and questions, and I do other fun stuff. If I apply you, I do videos about my puppy all the time. Follow me, you get to see adorable dogs. I will ramble if I don't stop as well. So with that, do join us next Monday. Fingers crossed, hopefully nothing else happens, where we're gonna have a big old fight in this forest. We need to have Shiv come up with the names, because apparently not my monkey, not my Mankey, not my Circus is just too good of a name for us to not use.
Oh yeah. All right.
It's my superpower. I can name anything.
What's gonna be episode of next named?
It has to be in the moment. I'm
Has to
very
be in the
good at
moment?
naming things in the moment.
All right,
I have
in the
1,000
moment.
band names.
All right. On that note, I want to thank all the people that came to watch us. I want to thank Jack and all that. But I think it's time for us to tune out, guys.
All right, folks. Rayne said it. We're done. Take care. Happy time zones. We'll see you next Monday, 8 o'clock right here, Starmetal Productions. Take care, folks.